I'll recommend you have a blanket. If you have some kind of bolster or cushions, approximately the length of the hips to the head, and blocks, I think that will give us a good bunch of equipment. If you don't have that, we'll just do our best and forget the rest. So we're going to come into core today, lower part of the body, and of course from the nose up, that little vestige of territory that can create a lot of trouble from the nose up. So let's start by putting the thumb at the tip of the nose, the pointer finger right on the area between the eyebrows, like you're giving a high five. Just a high five there. Close the eyes for a moment and just feel the thumb at the tip of the nose, the finger on the forehead, high five. And know that the three antidotes to a busy mind are the way we breathe, being able to feel sensations. So feel the tip of the finger against the nose, the tip of the finger against the forehead. Feel the texture of the air against the skin. And the third antidote is to relax. Relax the shoulders, relax the face. And when you relax the face, gently lift the corners of the mouth. Mona Lisa smile. So there's a full-pronged assault on the busy mind right there. All right, so we'll be doing a little bit of work in tonight's Yang Yin class. Release the hand. And I'm going to ask you to start by draping down over your cushions so you're in Sphinx pose. Elbows are under the shoulders, hands are on the mat. And at the moment, the pelvis is just simply resting against the end of the pillows or the bolster. Gently drop the head, stretch the back of the neck. Inhale, lift the chin and stretch the throat. Draw the shoulders back down. And try that once again. Exhale slowly, dropping the chin. Inhale, lift the chin and stretch the throat. And then find neutral position, midway between those two. Curl the toes. Curl the toes. Pull back on the hands in such a way that the elbows grip the mat. And lift the pelvis off the bolster. So there's no resting on the bolster now. We're in low plank, just holding and feeling the core engage. Tighten the glutes, tuck the pelvis just a little bit, and breathe. Continue to breathe with relaxed shoulders, although you're holding yourself up, feeling the core. You might start to feel a little quivering, getting a nice flat back here for 5, 4, 3, 2. Exhale, come down onto the bolster, stack fists on top of each other and rest the head. Relax the body and slow the breath down. Mona Lisa smile, as if you're smiling into the mind, that busy mind. Just thinking the mind to be so busy. Let it go off and enjoy itself. Not having to change the mind. Let it enjoy itself while we're working out here. Exhale, curl the toes, bring the elbows back underneath. Draw the shoulders back. Lift all the weight off the bolster, tuck the tailbone, and breathe. Feeling low plank here. Keeping the abdominals engaged, stabilizing the spine with a little bit of core work. Low plank, world record, 8 hours. For 5, 4, 3, 2. Exhale, gently come down, stack the fists, bring the elbows out, rest the head. Let the body gently sink in. Now widen the feet, Charlie Chaplin feet. So feel this variation of crocodile pose. And then gently bring the elbows underneath. Walk the pelvis back a little bit until you feel the thighs, the hip flexors. You feel the belly against the edge of the bolster rather than the hips. The bolster supporting the belly. If there's any pain in the belly, any discomfort, you can move the bolster out of the way and just use this variation of Sphinx pose. If you'd like to bring a block underneath the head and rest the head, that can be beneficial to take the weight off the neck. We'll be here for a little while, so come back to the sensations you're noticing. You might feel it in the belly, hip flexors, feet, low back. Notice the ambient sounds in your house or outdoors. And then begin breathing very gently. Breathe so gently that it's hard to be distracted by the busy mind, because you're slowing the breath down. Feeling the sensations of air on the roof of the mouth. And then if you'd like a little more sensation in the lower part of the body, the low back and the hips, bring the hands to the edges of the mat, thumbs point forward, fingers splay out to the side, and gently straighten the arms. If any particular part of the body is finding too much discomfort, make whatever modifications would allow you to come as close as you can to seal pose. Slow the breath down. Feel the sensations as you breathe in against the roof of the mouth, the soft palate, the back of the throat. Feel how alive the interior of the air passage is as you breathe in. At any time this seal pose is too much, you can come down. Otherwise, 5 more breaths. Exhale, gently release. Remove the block. Stack the hands, rest the head on the hands. And then gently walk the knees in. Come on to one side of the body, resting in Cleopatra pose over the pillows, over the bolster, having your hip on the mat, head on the arm resting on the bolster. So the lateral side of the body is supported by the bolster. And just feel this sensation. We'll come a little deeper into the rib cage in a moment, but for now, just doing a little bit of core work here as you bring that top hand down to stabilize you and lift that top leg up into the air. And then bend that knee as if you're trying to bring it all the way to your head. Slowly kick it out in front of you. Bend it back. Reach up and grab that toe. Exhale, release, let it come down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bend. Kick in front. Lift and grab. Exhale, lower slowly, nice and slowly. Let the core of the body strengthen the leg. Inhale, lift slowly. Bend the knee, bring the knee towards the head, and then kick right in front of you. Bam! Lift up, reach up, grab the foot or the ankle or the shin. Exhale, release, slowly lower down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bend. Inhale, kick. Exhale, lift and reach. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Bend. Kick. Lift and reach. Exhale, lower. Should be feeling a little something. Inhale, bend. Oh, lift. Bend. Kick. Lift and reach. Exhale, lower. Let's do one more. Lift up, inhale. Exhale, bend. Kick. Lift and reach. Exhale, lower. And just pause, elevated on the bolster, and feel those muscles, those lower body muscles that worked. The obliques, the abdominals, the glutes, quads, hamstrings, adductors, abductors. Change sides, however you want to do that. You want to face the camera, you just rearrange the end If you starting in Cleopatra pose. When you're ready, lift that top leg. And then bend that knee as close to your shoulder as you can. Kick right in front of you. Bend it back, reach up, lift up, and hold that toe. Exhale, lower down slowly. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, bend that knee as far towards you as you can and then kick it out in front of you. 90 degrees across the body. Bend back, reach up. Exhale, lower slowly. Whoo. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bend. Inhale, kick. Inhale, lift and reach. Exhale, lower slowly. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bend. Inhale, kick. Exhale, reach up. Straight leg reaches into the air and reach up with that hand as high as you can. Exhale, low. Little bit of heat there. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bend. Kick forward. Lift up and reach. Exhale, low. 2 more. Slowly down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bend. Kick. Reach. Lower. Last one. Inhale, reach up. Bend. Kick. Reach. Exhale, lower. And then this time, we're going to open up the rib cage and the arm using your bolster or your pillows and maybe your blanket. If you have a block, you can also use a block. So the blanket, in fact, I'm going to use a block and put the blanket on top of the block. So I've got a nice headpiece. I've got a rib piece with the bolster or the pillow or a rolled up blanket. And there's a gap between the bolster and the pillowcase. That's for the shoulder joint. So sitting sideways to the bolster, hip up adjacent to the bolster, drape the ribs over and extend the bottom arm out, palm face up. No pinching of the shoulder, head is supported, ribs are arched. That bottom shoulder is snugged away. The lower you drop the head, the more you'll feel the arch. So you can play with that degree of head bend. Taking care of that bottom shoulder, bring the top hand along the ridge of the body. Stack or stagger the legs until your legs feel irrelevant. They're not distracting you. They feel comfortable. Meditate on the breath. Slow the breath down. Gently drop that top hand behind your low back. Let it dangle behind your back and roll that top shoulder back a few degrees, just a few, until you feel a delicious stretch right across the front of the shoulder joint there and the top part of the pectoral muscle as it attaches to the shoulder. You might feel a little stretch down in the abdominal that's at the top, left or right side, depending on which side you're lying on. Slow the breath down and feel this in the lower ribs, the pelvis, and the shoulder. For more sensation, invite that top arm to float and drift up over the head and dangle over the head. And see if you can find a place where you feel a stretch in the ribs, but not a strain in the arm. Stretch in the ribs, but not a strain. Make any adjustments with legs or hips or back. Slow the breath down. Gently smile up into the brain, into the mind. Like you're just letting it run wild, having a good time up there. Not too worried about the busy mind tonight, just letting it run wild. Take a deep breath in, and this time exhale, gently bring the top hand under the head and start to roll that top elbow back so you feel like you're coming onto your back a little more and you're facing the sky. Keeping the legs swiveled to the opposite side. And notice as you breathe in, there's an explosion of sensation in the chest and the belly and the ribs, the arms, just the swelling of the lungs explodes the torso into life, full of sensation. Never pain, any pain, just reduce the rotation. But enjoying each expansion, each inhale, reminding you that you're alive, that you're breathing. This breath, the one you're taking right now, will never come back. Embrace each new breath with the sensations. Each breath through the nose, saturating the blood with oxygen. The heart pumping the blood to the distant cells in the feet, the hands, the eyes, nourishing every cell in those trillions of cells in the human body. Inhale, roll back to the side and bring the knees on top of each other and simply rest the hand along the ridge of the body. And notice the impact of that lateral flexion on the shoulder, on the back, the hips, the ribs. And in your own time, taking 3, 4, 5 breaths, nice and slowly. Change sides. Setting up the bolster for the ribs, the cushion for the head. Stacking or staggering the knees so the legs feel irrelevant, undistracted by the legs. Start to feel the arch of the spine, like the Sydney Harbour Bridge arching over that bolster, hand resting against the thigh. New side, new sensations. That shoulder that's between the cushion and the bolster unpinched. And then feel that first fragrant breath as you settle in. That breath that fills the body with nourishment, energy. Feel it against the soft palate of the mouth, the back of the throat. Letting that top arm drop gently behind the back, creating that first awakening. Right down in the hip, the abdominal, the anterior deltoid of the shoulder, and the pectoralis at the top. And just getting a hint, a whiff, each time you breathe in, starting to already feel how the sensations change with each inhale, each expansion. And when you feel that invitation, you can float that top arm up over the head, not straining the arm, but waking up the ribs. And feeling the inhale adding a little more sensation, making any micro adjustments that's just right for your body today, whether it's a little more intensity, a little less intensity. And if you feel that call to go deeper, rest the head onto the hand, that top hand, and start to roll towards the back, bringing that top elbow back, opening up into a deeper twist. And if you slow the breath down just enough, you feel the sensations grow and grow and grow with each inhale. Each inhale taking the stretch a little deeper, the opening a little deeper. And if you get just enough sensation, the mind will become crystal clear, just like you've tuned into a radio station and you've just turned the dial to the right point and all the static disappears because you've got just the right amount of sensation and just the right cadence of breath. The mind becomes like a crystal lake. Nothing disturbing it, no silt. The silt has settled. So turn the dial until you find that pure reception. Until you're filled with sensation and breath. The only reason we do poses in yoga is to impact the respiratory system, to change the way we breathe. It's the only reason. When we change the way we breathe, the nervous system, the mind, everything shifts. Five more breaths. On that fifth breath, gently come back to the side, resting the arm along the ridge of the body. And feeling the work has been done. Noticing how you're breathing. And then gently come up, removing the bolster. Coming onto the back body. Starting with TP pose, knees together, feet apart. Let the body settle. Let all that impact you've had on the body ripple out into calmness once again. And gently extend the left leg, grab hold of the right knee and hug the right knee gently towards the right shoulder. Squeezing out tension in the lower body. Toes curled back. Use your upper body strength, the strength of the arms to squeeze back. Take your left hand for a moment and just scoop any flesh from the right side of the belly out of the way, and then re-engage that pulling so there's nothing impeding that right knee coming back towards the right shoulder. Take a deep breath in and exhale, lift the head up and bring the left hand under the back of the head to hold it. So the head is up. And then lift that left leg 2 inches off the mat. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, try to bring that left elbow to that right knee. Inhale, open that left elbow up. Keep the head lifted and lift that left leg up. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Try to touch that left foot with your left elbow. Bring the left elbow back. Keep the head lifted. Lower that left leg 2 inches off the ground. Deep breath in. Exhale, left elbow to that right knee. Inhale, open the elbow. Lift that left leg. Exhale, lift that left elbow towards that left foot. Inhale, bring the left elbow back, lower the foot 2 inches off the ground. Exhale, left elbow towards that right knee. Inhale, open the elbow, lift the leg. Exhale, left elbow towards that left foot. Inhale, lower and bring that left elbow back. 2 more full complete cycles. Exhale, left elbow to that right knee. Inhale, open and lift the leg. Exhale, elbow towards foot. Inhale, open, 1 more cycle. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, open and lift. Exhale, reach and reach and reach. A little more this time, a little more. And then slow motion, let all the limbs return to the earth. All the limbs. Bring that right foot against the left leg into tree pose. Let the body rest. Palms face up. Let the jaw go slack. As if you've become unconscious. Let any tension go with a sigh. If you feel any tension in the shoulders, allow the shoulders to soften if you can. Let the exhale be very, very soft. And just wait patiently for the next breath in. When it's there, it's there. never to return again. Let that breath saturate the body. Soak the body in newness and freshness. Release the right leg, exhale. And just feel the difference between that right leg, right hip, left leg, left hip. Inhale, bending the left knee and hug. Maybe scooping the flesh from the left side of the belly. Hug that left knee in. Using your upper body to squeeze out the tension in the low back, hips, legs, quadriceps. Letting the tension go. Letting the tension go. Even when we sleep through the night, the body atrophies, becomes locked tight. Squeeze out the tension, evening or morning, wherever you are. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, lift the head, lift the shoulders, and support the back of the head with that right hand this time. Lift that right foot 2 inches off the ground. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, bring that right elbow towards that left knee. Inhale, open the elbow, lift that right leg up, up, up. And then exhale, right elbow towards the toes, reaching up as if you're trying to touch those toes. Inhale, open the elbow, lower the foot. Holding that leg 2 inches off the ground. Exhale, elbow to knee. You might come past the knee. Inhale, open and lift. Exhale, reach elbow to toes. Deep crunch. Inhale, open and lower. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, open, lift. Exhale, reach up, 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 up. Inhale, etc., etc., etc. Away you go. In your own pace, with your own breath. Feeling the core of the body, building stability in the hips and the spine so that you can do anything. So your body is strong for the day, strong for the rest of your life. Taking good care. Three more in your own time. Two more. Last one. Exhale all the limbs back to tree pose. Head resting on the earth. Shoulder blades resting. Buttocks, back of the arms, back of the legs. Let the jaw go slack. Let the tongue come to rest. And let the eyes fall back into the sockets like stones. When the eyes are still, the thoughts cannot move. We can only give movement to thought when we let the eyes move. Anesthetize the eyes. Let the eyes melt. Let them become fluid, like a still pool in the back of the socket. Feel the echo of the core of the body cooling down like lava, cooling after erupting from the volcano. Let the core cool into solid rock. Strong and stable. Be like a strong tree that cannot be moved. And then release the left leg into pentacle pose. Feet wide, arms 90 degrees, palms to heaven. Five-pointed star. Let yourself be breathed. No effort. No technique. But let the automation of the breath become conscious. You feel each cool breeze against the palate, back of the throat. Gratitude for each new breath. Letting each exhale go. Feel each new inhale. And with gratitude, letting each breath go. Notice each new breath. Feel the sensations of breath. Notice the sounds in your environment. Notice the fingers and toes of the body. Notice the hairs on top of the head. The end points of the body starting to move. Gently, slowly. Bending the knees when you're ready, and rolling gently to one side. And using the strength of the core and the relaxation of the body to come together to slowly press up. To come to a comfortable seat. Whatever that means for your body at the end of practice. Float the right hand to the face and come into alternate nostril breath, just using the tip of the thumb to cover the right nostril. No pinching. Inhale left. And then switch, let the ring finger, the tip of the ring finger block the left as you exhale right. Inhale right. Switch, thumb blocking right. Exhale left. Inhale left. And this time using the tip of the pinky finger to block the left nostril. Exhale right. Alternating side to side. And alternating ring finger and pinky on that left side. And let the breath guide you. All you're doing is changing its direction. But let the intensity, the fullness, the gentleness, the speed, let the breath guide you. All you do is simply switch tracks, left track, right track. Just directing its flow. And the next time you exhale through that left nostril, release the technique. And notice the impact on your nervous system and body, breath, and mind. Bring your hands together in gratitude at the chest. Lift the corners of the mouth. Lift the hands and go, Yahoo! Done! Namaste. Thank you, friends, for turning up.